Hey everyone, how are you? I'm Caroline Summers. I'm here today for Alan. Alan has an appointment this afternoon, so as much as he loves spending Wednesdays with you guys, he had something today that he couldn't reschedule. So, he's well. He's just doing great. We're so pleased and happy for him that he's just taking day by day. He has lots of plans and lots of good friends and, of course, family. So we thought we'd take today, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to ask some questions about health and wellness, and I wanted to present some of our problem solvers, I like to call them, these supplements. So what I think we'll do, hey Ann, how are you? Hi Trula. What I think we'll do is go through some of these products. I'll give you kind of the basics. When we talk about supplements, sometimes we're talking about foundational supplements that really anyone could use to help support your health and wellness and your immunity. So those would be things like our multivitamin, our vitamin D, the things that you would take on our antioxidant products. These problems, I like to say, are a little bit more specific. So I'm going to take you through them and you can decide if this is something that is maybe giving you a little trouble. If you can find a natural way to help support whatever that issue is for you. We always say, Suzanne always said, if you can find the natural way to do it first, great. When you need to bring in the big guns, if you need a medication or if you need a drug for that, they're a godsend when you need them. So that's what we're talking about today. We do have a deal for you today. It is 30% off supplements, and our promo code today is SOLVE30 at SuzanneSummers.com. This will be good. This promo code will be good today, which is April 3rd, and tomorrow, which is April 4th. By April 5th, we're going to have a new deal coming your way. So let's get started with Nasal Renew. This is an important one for spring. If you are someone who suffers from any kind of drippy nose, watery eyes, seasonal, you know what I'm talking about, when there's all that pollen in the air, this is where you want to make sure that you have something to help reduce the symptoms. So most of us reach for over-the-counter or prescription medications that can help dry up our sinuses. What we have for you in Nasal Renew is actually a specific strain of probiotic. And you're thinking, wait, probiotic, that's what we take for the gut. That's what we take to balance the gut and to help the microbiome. Well, there is a specific strain of probiotic that is for our nasal cavity, and it helps to balance the microbiome in your nasal cavity. So I'm going to tell you about it. It's called EpiCore. That's the registered name of this. It helps inhibit eye and nose discomfort. It has dual ingredients that help to positively affect the airways. It has a unique formula that supports eye and skin comfort. So again, these two strains, one is called EpiCore and one is called L92. Above my pay grade to know exactly what those do, but I will tell you, if you are feeling any kind of that runny, sneezy, watery, you take one capsule, you can take it as needed. Alan lives on this stuff, and some people take this preventively every day, or you can take it as needed just when you're having a flare-up. But wow, is this a great thing to have in your toolkit. I also highly recommend it you take it when you're traveling, because I don't know about you, but I find when I go to different parts of the country or different parts of the world, the pollen is different than what I'm used to. Like for some reason, when I go to Georgia, there's so many trees there, and the trees are not what we have here, and that's when I find I'm super sneezy. And so anyway, this is the only supplement on the market that combines both of those potent probiotics that help with the, that stuff. That's Nasal Renew. So that's one of the things that we are helping to solve for you today, promo code SOLVE30. The pill boxes, yes, I have ordered the pill boxes, and as soon as they come in, I will present them to you. Alan's just out on an appointment, and it was something that he couldn't reschedule, so I said, no worries. That's why we have a lot of us who hop in and do shows. The next thing I want to talk to you about, and I am going to take all of your questions, so I'm just going to get through these, and then I will open it up to questions. Sexy Leg Renew. Sexy Leg Renew is a product that is wonderful to help support your legs, feet, ankles. If you have any kind of worn out veins, if the elasticity in your veins is not what it used to be, you might notice that they look discolored through your skin. You also might notice that you're getting some swelling in your ankles and your feet and your legs. You might find that it's painful. Sexy Leg Renew has an ingredient called diosmin 95. And diosmin 95 comes from orange peel extract. It's sweet orange peel extract. And what it does is it helps to bring back the elasticity in your veins. So when it does that, you get a couple benefits. Number one, you can't see that discoloration as much as you could, that look of the discoloration on your legs. So number one, we love getting rid of that, because who wants to have those ugly looking veins? And that's for men and women. Number two, once your veins have that elasticity back, it helps to pump the blood back up to your heart. So what happens, especially for those of us, if you are on your feet a lot during the day, or if you have a job that keeps you on your feet, maybe you're a flight attendant, maybe you work retail, maybe you work at a restaurant. If you're on your feet all day long and that blood is not pumping back up to your heart, your feet and your ankles can get swollen. We call it cankles, when your ankles swell to the size of your calf. It's not a good look, but also it's painful. So, you know when you go to a wedding and you're off dancing and you take off your shoes because you just have to have some more fun on the dance floor, you can't get your shoes back on at the end of the night? You probably have some venous insufficiency. This is a godsend for traveling. I would never go on an airplane without taking my Sexy Leg Renew, because again, that's when you get that pooling in the ankles and the feet, and it's painful. I know Suzanne's sister Maureen, Aunt Maureen is what we call her, but she has worked in real estate all of her life, and she works in the Bay Area. So she's like, when you're walking up and down those brownstones and so many stairs, she said, I have to take this every single day. And she said, I was noticing that my feet were just so sore, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And she realized she was out of her Sexy Leg Renew. So of course she would call Suzanne and say, hey, can you send me some of that Sexy Leg Renew? So that's what we have Sexy Leg Renew for. So diosmin 95 helps support healthy veins, helps with the elasticity of the veins, and helps improve the appearance of unsightly leg veins. You just take 1 tablet a day for 3 months, and then you can repeat that again if you want more support for your veins. Let's talk about eye health. Ocular Renew. Now this is one, Ocular Renew, it could go in our daily essentials because of course we all need to take care of our eyes. Does it help with excess water? Caroline, yes, the Sexy Leg Renew, it's not a diuretic, but if you're getting swelling in your legs and ankles that is from the venous insufficiency, it helps with that. So Ocular Renew. So we could put this in our daily essentials because obviously we all need something to help support our eyes. But I put it here today because, it's specific. Okay, let's talk about the eyes. This product has saffron in it, which helps support vision and retinal function. It also has astaxanthin, which helps support visual sharpness and eye health. And it also has cyanidin 3 glucoside, which is from European black currant. So the important things about these ingredients are that they help us to combat the damage that we get from absorbing blue light. Blue light is what we get from our screens, phones, TVs, computers, and we are on them more and more and more. Once a week, my phone sends me a little note to say how much you've been on your phone, and I'm like, yeah, I work on my phone. I'm on my phone all the time. It's a lot. I am on my phone a lot. So how can we help to mitigate the damage from that blue light? Well, one way that you can do that is with Ocular Renew. So the active ingredients in here help to combat that blue light. Why do you care about blue light? Why is it bad for you? Well, it can create acceleration of diseases of aging of the eyes, such as macular degeneration. So macular degeneration is when you start losing your sight from the pupil, and as it gets bigger and larger, you only have peripheral vision. So this is something that happened to Suzanne's mother when she was older. Well, they're now seeing, and it used to really only be people who were older who were getting macular degeneration. Well, now what's happened is that younger people, this is happening to teenagers even. So we're starting our kids a lot younger on the phone. It's controversial. I think, we love them having it for safety. We don't love them having it for social media and influences that we'd like to protect our kids from, obviously. Regardless, if they're getting that phone or that screen time, or you're slapping an iPad in front of them so that you can eat dinner while they watch a movie, we do have to think about the collective blue light. Violet wears blue light glasses that block the blue light. I highly recommend that you consider taking Ocular Renew and talk to your pediatrician to see if this is also right for your kid to take. When I went to my ophthalmologist, I go every single year to have my eyes checked. She told me that I needed to take supplements. She's like, you need lutein and you need these and these because that helps protect. And I said, okay, wait a minute. I pulled up the label for Ocular Renew and I told her exactly how much of each ingredient was in Ocular Renew, and she said, that's exactly what you need. So it just goes to show when our formulator comes up with these products, they're reverse engineering the exact amounts that have been used in clinical studies to support claims such as helps prevent macular degeneration. Like, we're actually allowed to say that because when they tested this, there were studies based on that. So that's why they use these exact amounts, so that we can come to you and say, hey, listen, we know this helps. So it helps to solve that problem. Again, if you're looking for some supplements to help maybe solve some problems for you, the promo code is SOLVE30, and it is at SuzanneSummers.com. There you go. If you don't know, we always have two phones going. So I have Facebook over here, I have Instagram over here. I'm not trying to look shifty looking at both cameras. Oh, Deborah said she couldn't see that. Here you go. Now can you see it? I also recommend, before you begin any supplement routine, talk to your physician. Find out if anything that you are taking is not a good mix with any of these supplements. That's really important to do. I can't possibly give you all the things. It's like, well, if you're taking this, you make sure. We always recommend you talk to your physician. The other thing I will remind you is that not all physicians are into supplements. Some physicians really feel like, these haven't had the big federal clinical studies done. They're not as tested as they should be. We know the drugs are tested, so why would you take this? If you have a problem, we can give you a drug to fix it. And listen, that allopathic medicine works for a lot of things. Our philosophy and Suzanne's philosophy was always, if I can help to keep myself healthy, I would rather not get whatever that issue is that might be coming up. So we're always helping to support our immune system, help support healthy eyes before you end up with a problem, help support a healthy nasal passage, help support healthy veins with your sexy leg renew. So again, that was where we landed with the eye. astaxanthin, and saffron. Okay, let's talk about Dopa-Renew. This is an interesting one. Dopa-Renew. Dopa-Renew. Dopa-Renew helps support mental acuity. So it supports our cognitive function, particularly when it comes to neurotransmitters. So the neurotransmitters, this is chemicals that our body releases that helps us to feel happy or joyful or calm, content. If our gut is not healthy, we are not making the neurotransmitters that give us those feelings. So if you're feeling really blue or really stressed, you might not be getting those healthy neurotransmitters. So what a lot of us do when we're not getting those good neurotransmitters, a lot of us reach for vices. It might be coffee, it might be sugar, it might be processed food. You might find that you like to go shopping. You might find that alcohol does it for you. So what is it that you are using as maybe a bit of a vice because you're not getting that healthy neurotransmitter production? And listen, obviously there are a lot of other tools that you might be able to use as well. You might want to talk to a therapist, or you might need gut support, all those things. But what we use Dopa-Renew for is to help support healthy neurotransmitter production. So I have found that when I take this, it helps to curb some of those other cravings that might come up. Because while it feels good for the moment, Suzanne would always say when she was young and she had she was really in a crisis state a lot of times. She was a young mother and didn't have a lot of money, and she was spending money that she didn't have. She'd get a job, and she knew that she needed that money for rent and for food and for responsible things, but she'd see a blouse, and she said, for that one moment when I said, I'll take it, it's that blast of that neurotransmitter, like feel good. She just felt so good in that moment, even though it was causing her destruction later. So if we can help you to get the good feeling with Dopa-Renew, maybe we can help curb some of those vices for you. So that's Dopa-Renew for healthy neurotransmitter production. Hi, Patty from Tennessee. How many vitamins do I take a day? I probably take about 30. It varies. Some days I just, it's just, I don't have it in me, and I'll take just my essentials. And other days I'm kind of back on my vitamin kick. I had a bit of a reprieve. This is an important one. This is Memory Renew. Again, I could put this in your daily essentials because we're talking about brain health, overall brain health, and that is something that, of course, we need, always. The overall brain health, what we did with Memory Renew, we asked our formulator, we said, give us a supplement that would be like the super mega brain health supplement. So that's exactly what they did. This has sage extract in it, which helps support memory performance. It has wild-crafted blueberry blend, which helps support cognitive health. Of course, we've all heard how good blueberries are for us. Well, this is one of the reasons, because it is helpful for the brain. Ashwagandha extract, so that helps support memory performance, and it helps to modulate stress. If you are stressed, stress is bad for the brain. So if we can help bring down those cortisol levels, that's why we've added ashwagandha to this. It has phosphatidylserine, which also supports cognitive health. It has pregnenolone, which supports brain cellular health. It has UMP, which supports cognitive health, and it also has vipocetin, which supports cognitive function and cerebral blood flow. This is a mega brain support health vitamin. It's 30% off today. Solve30 is our promo code, guys. It's at SuzanneSummers.com. Solve 30. I know you guys have questions. I'm going to answer your questions when I get through a few more of these supplements. How long does Nasal Renew take to start working? Linda, maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Teresa said she's not finding Calm Renew. Jill, are we out of Calm Renew? For any age? Yes, for any age. I know Violet did a show on Calm Renew, and sometimes when Violet does those targeted shows, the product just, it's gone. But I'll check for you. Okay, we do have the Calm Renew, so Jill is going to post the link for you. Okay, let's keep going on our problem solvers today. If you're just joining us, I'm Caroline Summers. Alan is out on an appointment today, so he couldn't be with us, and I'm going to answer some health questions for you. But first, I'm going to go through some of our supplements that I like to call problem solvers. Barbara, the one for brain health is called Memory Renew. Here you go. Okay, Liver Renew. This is a wonderful, wonderful product. Again, I could put this in your daily supplements because we all need liver detox. We need to help support a healthy liver every single day. The liver is what is responsible for cleaning our blood, cleaning the toxicity that we absorb from the air that we breathe, from the water that we drink, from the food that we eat. Even those of us who are really trying to combat the toxins, we may be using clean beauty products, we may be using clean house cleaning products. We still absorb a lot of toxicity in our environment. So this is where Liver Renew is a great source of help. This has milk thistle as the active ingredient. And milk thistle is a wonderful product to help support the health and detoxification of the liver. So, Suzanne always talked about this with drinking. If you're drinking, definitely take a Liver Renew. Take one before you go out for the night, or take one when you get home before you go to bed. You might not feel as bad as you do after drinking without it. But in addition, this is a daily liver detox for all the reasons. How many times did we hear Suzanne say, your liver is groaning? She would always say that because she would talk about all that toxicity, and there's only so much that you can do to combat it on our own, and you need a healthy liver to make sure that it's doing its job on the daily. So that is Liver Renew. There are 84,000 known industrial chemicals in the USA. So we're absorbing a lot of that toxicity. A lot of them they're legal. They're legal to use in our food. They're legal to use in our cleaning supplies, and we are bombarded with them all day. So milk thistle, that's what we have, 1 capsule a day. The next one I'm going to talk about is near and dear to my heart. This is Joint Ease. Joint Ease. Okay, so we're talking about problem solvers today. For me, little bit achy, creaky joints have become a problem. And this is a supplement that I take every single day. I don't wait until my joints feel a little achy. I take this daily. If I don't take it, I notice that I can feel tenderness in my hips. I notice I'm doing this with my hands. I notice my elbows get a little stiff. So I take this every single day. At any age, we are trying to get out there and do something active to keep ourselves healthy and well. As we get older, exercise becomes even more important. And a lot of us think, well, I'm older now, so I'm slowing down. And my doctor said to me, as you get older, you need to exercise more because you have to make up for your slowing metabolism and the things. So you actually have to do more as you age. Just is for those of us who aren't, incredibly active naturally. I have finally found something that makes me want to go exercise, and I hope you find that too. Maybe it's that you make a date with a friend and you go walking, because connection is more fun for you than exercise. Maybe you're someone who likes to go to a class, and that's a great way to see a friend rather than meeting for lunch. Maybe you go explore a new class. You take Pilates together, or maybe you go take a yoga class together. Bruce and I have started playing pickleball together, and I mean, I know I'm not unique. It's the fastest growing sport in America, but you can play at any level. And I just love it because you're outside, you are playing, you're socializing with friends. It's really active for the brain because the scoring is completely ridiculous. So you're sitting there trying to remember who scored and who served first and who served second. But it's great for the brain, great for hand-eye coordination. I absolutely love it. Swimming, Meta's got swimming, and she's saying it helps for stress. PGH is going to Zumba class. I love it. So we all need to find something. And if you're not, you are going to notice that your energy is not quite as good. Achy joints are such a good excuse not to exercise. It really is. I'm not feeling quite up to it today. So this is where Joint Ease is such a wonderful, wonderful product for me. I'm looking at the ingredient list. I think it's got all kinds of cool herbs in it. It's Chinese skullcap extract, white mulberry extract, Kutch tree extract. I mean, who the heck figured out that those products helped with ease? Probably some amazing indigenous medicine woman figured this out. And this is what I love about our formulator, is that they then go find the ingredients like this. They do the testing to make sure that these things work. Suze Jameson is out yoga. I love it. Don't forget weightlifting, guys. Weightlifting is so important. I was just at my doctor this week. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And he was saying that muscle mass is one of the most important things as we age. And loss of muscle mass is deadly for us. So I hope you find something to get yourself motivated to get out there. At least get yourself a thigh master and a butt master. And if you are someone who really likes your couch, you can get some good resistance training with that. And you can use it for your arms, you can use it for your legs, you can use it for your glutes. It's great. So that's Joint Ease. I take it every single day. I do not wait to have joint pain. Every now and then when I get lazy and I skip my supplements because I'm human, I feel the achiness in my joints for sure. Okay, next. Bone care. Again, this is a daily supplement, but we do have a problem with our bones as we age. We are susceptible to osteoporosis. We are susceptible to loss of bone density. I have been taking a calcium supplement for 25 years. As soon as we started this one, I switched to this one. The important thing with a calcium supplement is that you have to make sure it has the right amount of magnesium, zinc, manganese, silicon, boron, and vitamin D3. The combination of those ingredients is the exact combination that we use in bone care, is what allows us to say taking this product every single day will help prevent osteoporosis and help support healthy bone density. I'm 59 years old. I have the bone density of a 20-year-old. This is an important one. If you have a fall, God forbid, you want to make sure that your bones are strong and not going to crumble. So super, super important. Bone care. You take 4 a day. It's not pleasant. 4 is a lot of capsules. But bone loss and osteoporosis, do you know how many sad DMs I get from people who say, I already have osteoporosis, can this help me? And the answer is, you're now in your doctor's hands. You are now in that situation where you're looking at pharmaceutical choices to help the best that they can do for you. Prevention is with bone care. So if you already have osteoporosis, talk to your doctor. and find out if this is something that could be helpful to you. But all of us need prevention. So that's where bone care comes into play. Again, vitamin D, calcium and vitamin D, and help support bone density. So, and that's why we include those other nutrients like magnesium. Healthy bones, you need adequate amounts of magnesium, zinc, manganese, boron, vitamin D. So that's how we have formulated that. Now, it's super important whenever you're taking any kind of calcium supplement that you also take vitamin K. And the reason you need vitamin K is because calcium can go awry. Calcium can, you're taking it because you want it to go into the bone and help build bone. Calcium can get a mind of its own and divert and start thinking, oh, maybe I'll drift over here into the soft tissues like the arteries. Well, obviously we don't want calcium deposits in the arteries. Vitamin K, we say, is like the traffic cop, and vitamin K tells calcium, no, you want to go over here to build the bone. We don't want you over here depositing in soft tissues. This is a tiny little pill. It's an easy one, but please add this to your bone care. I have one more supplement, and then we're going to open it up for your questions. Okay, so the last one we're going to talk about is iron. Iron sacchinolate. So this form of iron is a highly absorbable form of iron, and the other reason that we love it is that it's much easier on your stomach. So you do not need to take iron unless you are low in iron, and that's something that you find out from your doctor. I am low in iron. I've always been anemic, so if I don't take my iron supplement, I can get really fatigued. I can get, tired. I just don't have my regular energy. But again, you don't need to take iron unless you are deficient in iron. If you do need iron, you know that just regular iron, it can really back you up. And so a lot of people don't like taking it because they're like, oh, I hate it. It makes me constipated. The form that we use is highly absorbable, and it's much easier on the stomach. So if you need iron, and again, that's something that you'll find out if you're doing annual blood work with your doctor, they should be telling you if you need iron. Okay. I am going to look at your questions now. If you're coming in late, I'm Caroline Summers. I'm here talking about health and wellness. We're doing a show on supplements today. We're calling them our problem solvers. So our promo code is SOLVE30. All of these products are available at SuzanneSummers.com. And we have a ton of other supplements as well. But I was just trying to highlight some particular ones about problem solvers. Tell me again about the Calm Renew. Does it make you sleepy? It does not. Calm Renew may be taken during the day or the evening, and it just helps take the edge off. It's made with amino acids from green tea and lemon balm, which is like a very calming, soothing herb. So you can take that in the morning, you can take it in the evening, or you can take it both times, but it will not make you sleepy. Pat said, I just had my collagen custard. Oh, you got it. Product is delicious and great chocolate taste. I'm so excited. Has anyone else received the collagen custard? We just launched that product last Friday. It is loaded with marine active collagen peptides. It's loaded with plant-based protein. We call it pretty pudding because it's just a great way to eat your collagen instead of having to drink a nasty drink. How much magnesium is in bone care? 300 milligrams. And again, all of these labels are at SuzanneSummers.com for you. Do you have a calcium supplement, or is it in bone health? This is our calcium supplement, bone care. If we are Suzanne's age group, what is best for maintenance? Oh gosh, it's such a hard question because we have so many things that need maintenance at this age, right? I would say first and foremost, if you've read Suzanne's books on bioidentical hormone replacement, I do agree with her. I think that's the number one thing that we can do to help support everything in our systems. We are built on our hormones. So if you haven't read her book, one of her books, read I'm Too Young for This. It covers perimenopause and menopause. You can start bioidentical hormone replacement at any age. Some people need it as young as 35. I mean, Violet had to go on hormone replacement when she had Lyme disease for a short time until her system started working properly again. But regular menopause is usually 13 years before menopause. So you figure, average age is about 50. But that could be younger for you. So you might need to start at like 35, early 30s. And then menopause, we slowly zero out of our hormones. I just turned 59. I've been on supplements for so many years now that I'm like, well, I'll never go through menopause, which is great. I'm never going to feel it because I'm already in there. I really kind of started feeling it in the last couple of months. So this is the little health story I wanted to share with you. I was feeling like I got a couple hot flashes, which has never happened to me because I'm taking estrogen. So that I'm already on my bioidentical. I take estradiol. But I was saying things like, God, I'm a little hot. And Kameya's like, no, Mom, you're menopausal. I'm like, I know you don't think that's offensive, but the way you said it was just a little bit offensive. So I still cycle because the way I take my hormones, the way Suzanne recommended and her doctors recommended, I take my estrogen every day, my estradiol every day, and my progesterone just for half the month, and that keeps you cycling. So even though I don't have eggs, I am still cycling. A lot of people are like, oh my God, how could you do that at your age? I can't believe you still get a period. Well, if it helps to mimic nature where I was at my prime, like I'm all about it. I want that. So I was having some irregular bleeding. I had a little bit of pain in my right side. So it was actually my very wise daughter, Violet, who said, Mom, don't mess with this. Like, go to the doctor right away. She said, one of the reasons that women often catch disease later than men is because we're so stoic. It's like, oh no, I'm fine. Oh, don't worry about me. And it's so true, right? Like, we've got so many other things to do, or you're taking care of everyone else. And she's like, don't be dumb. Go see the gynecologist. So I went to see him. He did an ultrasound. And he said, you have a cyst on your ovary. And he said, I think it's just a cyst, which, I think was that like, oh God. And he said, you also have some thickening of the lining in your uterus. And so he said, I want to do a follow-up. I want to have a 4D ultrasound done just so I can get a really good look at this cyst. So I called immediately, and it took 10 days for me to get an appointment to get in to get the news of, do I have a cyst? Or, the alternative. The alternative would be ovarian cancer. Terrifying. I have so much ovarian cancer in my family. My grandmother died of it. My aunt died of it. My sister has ovarian cancer. So the last 10 days were, I tried, very much just to stay. This is probably nothing. It's just preventative. This is why they do this kind of early testing. I went through Easter just thinking, I'm just going to look at this being like the person most filled with gratitude, because one, it could be nothing and it could be a cyst. Or two, if it is something, I'm still the luckiest person, even if I have ovarian cancer, because I've got great doctors. I've got a very supportive family. The good news is that it is not. It is a cyst. It is nothing more than a cyst. So go get your health checkups. Do what you can to take care of your body. You've all been through something similar, I'm sure. But in those 10 days, I was thinking, oh my God, if it's nothing, if this is just a cyst, I'm going to take such good care of myself. I am going to take all of my supplements. I am going to do all the things to keep myself healthy and well. And we want more time here, right? And as many times as I have been on the outside of someone in my family who's died of cancer, it's different when it's you, so as much as you can be supportive to other people when they're going through it, wow, it really hits when the scare is on your own. You're thinking like, wow, do I have 5 years left? Is that so? Again, yes, stay ahead of the train, Julie. So that is, yeah, a lot of you are saying you've have people with ovarian cancer, etc. So listen, this is all good news for me. We can throw a parade. That's exactly the news that I wanted to hear. How many grams of vitamin K is safe to take? Let me find it for you. Here's my K. This product has K1 and 2 kinds of K2. It has 1,500 milligrams, 2,600 micrograms of K. This is a combination of K1 and K2. Marla, hang in there. Hang in there. Sending you lots of love. Are the supplements hard on the stomach? Cindy, I prefer taking my supplements with a meal. Some of them can be a little hard on the stomach, and it just depends which ones. Like I find the multivitamin, I definitely want to take with food, and I like taking them with a gut renew smoothie because it makes them go down easier. Suzanne always said, Suzanne took a lot of supplements, so she would, that's something that she would always take with a gut renew smoothie. She said it helped it go down. Do you have anything for neuropathy? I don't have a supplement for that. Sorry, P. Moulton. Yes, it was nothing. It's just a cyst. It's a tiny little cyst. And he did say that I have some thickening of the lining, which means I need extra progesterone. So what my doctor is having me do, I know this is graphic, but we got to share our information, right? What's the point of this if we're not helping each other out? What he wants to do is he wants me to have a progesterone suppository that I will use just on days 15 through 25. And he said he wants me to do it for 2 months, and it's going to help to thin out that lining. And so he said, you want to make sure that, he said it's going to be crampy and uncomfortable. But it's important not to have thickened lining. It can be a precursor for other things. So get your appointments, you guys. If you have not had your breast health exam, if you have not if you're not getting your regular exams, like you got to get in and do it. My gynecologist is not doing pap smears on me anymore. He said, because I'm in a monogamous relationship, he said, really the only reason you need to do a pap smear is for STDs. So he said, if you are, not at risk for that, he would rather not do it. So, it's going to depend on your doctor. My sister's doctor told her the same thing. He said, what you're looking for there is STDs that can lead to cervical cancer. So if you don't have an STD, you're not going to get cervical cancer. Other cancers like uterine cancer, those things have different markers that they look for. So breast cancer, you know what I was thinking about? I don't know if you guys saw the show that Violet did on Monday with the Rain body wash. Our body washes are excellent for daily breast exams. So, and this is another thing my gynecologist told me. They said, when you're doing, the best thing you can do is breast exams. That is because you're the only one who can feel between the breast tissue and the breast wall. we can't, somebody else can't feel that the way we do. But the body wash, the Rain body wash, I was noticing like, wow, it just gives you such a nice slip, and check all the way back into your lymph nodes. It is really important to do those breast exams every day. And then of course, get an ultrasound for your breasts. I get one called the Sonocine, which can see things in dense breasts that the mammogram can't. There's so much information out about, how often you should be getting mammograms. They keep changing it. So yes, Eleanor, most lumps are found by women in the shower. I'm telling you, it's easier to do your breast exam with the slip that you get from that body wash. So try it. Quackery. Suzanne would not be promoting all these unnecessary exams. Suzanne did promote these exams. That's exactly, we see all the same doctors. So yes, she did. Yes, and we don't use deodorant with chemicals. We use Suzanne's toxic-free deodorant wash. What is the supplement that sweeps out the bad cells? It's called Senolytic Renew. S-E-N, Senolytic Renew. And what happens as we age is that our cells are constantly dying off and replenishing, constantly dying off and replenishing. So when the cells die, they leave a little bit of debris. And if you have too much debris, it can inhibit healthy cell reproduction. So Senolytic Renew helps to remove the senescent cells, which are the aging cells. So that's where you want to use Senolytic Renew. You only take it once a week. It's 2 tablets once a week, and it's an easy one. Is there something for stress-related diabetes? Stress-related diabetes. I don't know if I have something for you. I have something for stress. I don't know what stress-related diabetes is. Talk to your doctor about ashwagandha. That's something that we use to help bring down cortisol, which is our stress hormone. So if your diabetes is because you have high stress levels, the couple of natural things that we have that help with stress, I don't know if they'll help your specific situation. Calm Renew and ashwagandha. Those are the 2 supplements that we have that help support a healthy response to stress. Holy basil. Holy basil is great for insulin resistance, sugar metabolism. It's not a product that we create, but we have other products with that in it. What is the difference between ashwagandha and Calm Renew? They're different herbs, really. Ashwagandha is an herbal supplement that has been tested and has shown to help bring down cortisol levels. So that one helps bring down cortisol level. Calm Renew is adding calming ingredients. So one is bringing down the stress hormone cortisol. The other is adding calming agents. The calming agents are L-theanine, which is an amino acid from green tea, and an herb called lemon balm. So you know when you'll go to a restaurant and a lot of people will wind down with like chamomile tea? Lemon balm is an herb like that, but it's a strong calming agent. It's wonderful. Ashwagandha has saved my life and changed my marriage. Oh, I love that. Weight gain in menopause. Dane, Chrissy, it's not fun. The weight gain with menopause is really not fun. There are systems in our bodies that change as we age. Hormones is the number one. If you don't have enough estrogen, it is really hard to keep the weight off. What happens as we get older is that because our hormones are shifting and you're losing your estrogen and your adrenals are going up and your cortisol is going up. You remember how Suzanne used to talk about the teeter-totter. So now all of a sudden your adrenals and your cortisol are high and your estrogen and your progesterone are getting lower. So what's happening is that you're anxious, you're up at night, you're gaining weight. Our bodies start to pad up because they're like, ooh, her bones are getting brittle. She doesn't have the hormones anymore. We better pad up those hips so that when she falls, she doesn't break her hip. It's not fun. I know a lot of people will say, I haven't changed anything and I'm putting on weight. It's your hormones. I mean, it's definitely your hormones. After you get your hormones, I will then tell you it's what happens to our gut, because our guts are just not the same as they used to be. Our gut microbiome is off. We're supposed to have a lot of healthy, wonderful microorganisms in our gut that help support healthy digestion. But what's happening is that the good bugs start dying off, and then we get this bad flora that starts building. So now your microbiome is off. You don't have enough of the good flora, and you have too much of the bad flora. The bad flora you're getting from toxicity. You're getting it from bad food, bad water, bad air, bad skincare, cleaning products, all the rest of it. It is disrupting the microbiome. You're not digesting as efficiently. You don't have as many digestive enzymes as you need to break down your food. Maybe you don't have enough hydrochloric acid to break down your food. So now you're backed up. You're not processing food as efficiently as you once did. Maybe you have some insulin resistance and you're not processing sugar as well as you once did. So God, you're like just trying to live your life and eat the foods that you've always eaten, and all of a sudden you put on 15 pounds and it sucks. Like I hate it. I just hate it. We have to work harder at this age to keep the weight off. So number one, get your hormones balanced. Find yourself someone who's going to work with you and tweak it and get it where it needs to be. We are still using Live Health. It is LIV Health, livhealth.com/Suzanne. And this is a telemedicine program, and they have vetted doctors who are experts in bioidentical hormone replacement and the kind of medicine that we're talking about, this preventive anti-aging medicine, where they are going to take your blood work, see where you're deficient, give you advice on what you can take. If you're having weight issues, they will do a program for you to help you get the weight off. I really loved my doctor that I used at Live Health. I switched over for about 6 months and used the Live Health doctor. Really liked my Live Health doctor. For me, because I'm keeping my doctors, I already have 2 doctors that work in anti-aging medicine for me, my gynecologist and my general practitioner. And I wasn't wanting to give up them, but I wanted to make sure I used these doctors to make sure that they were good enough for all of you. And I was really impressed. So definitely get those hormones, and then get your gut health in order. Please just have 1 gut renew smoothie a day, because at least it's going to give you that initial load of digestive enzymes. You're going to get those probiotics and the prebiotics, and you're going to get all those immune support nutrients, the phyto fruits and greens. Your system is going to run more efficiently just with 1 gut renew smoothie a day. And then I'm going to tell you, take a probiotic, the advanced probiotic that we have. It's in our Gut Renew branding. It's the best one that we have been able to find, and that's the one Suzanne wanted to put her name on. Everyone wanted Suzanne to sell their probiotic, I can tell you that. Add the prebiotic, because the prebiotic feeds the probiotic. And then just get ready, because in the brand new line of gummies that I have coming out for you, the first one, and I'm so excited about it, is a postbiotic. And the postbiotic is going to really help with leaky gut. Now, leaky gut is what happens to the very, very thin mucus lining that we have. It's a very long process in our digestive tract, and as you age, it gets worn out. So just like we were talking about how the veins get worn out, so does the gut lining. So you get tiny little perforations, and what happens is the food ends up going into your system undigested. It goes through the barrier wall, and now it's into your bloodstream. And all of a sudden you're getting inflammation and you're putting on weight and you don't know why. It's because as we age, it starts getting worn out. So the postbiotic that I'm bringing you is going to help shore up that critical thin mucus lining that you need to have healthy gut health. And it happens to all of us as we age. Jackie, it's coming as soon as I can get it to you. I'm designing the label right now. We have a whole new line. PGH, we are working on the first 6 that we're coming out with in the gummy line. We have the postbiotic. We have a an amazing sleep gummy that you're going to love. We have a calm gummy. We have a focus gummy for your brain, and then we have hair, skin, and nail. And there's one more. I'll remember her. But anyway, they're all very, very exciting. We have an apple cider vinegar and lemon flavonoid, which helps with insulin resistance. So that's one that helps a bit with weight as well. So anyway, there will be, I know you'll have questions with gummies. It's like, if I'm taking this one, do I also need this one? Not always. Sometimes you might want to switch from a gummy to a supplement or a supplement to a gummy. Some of you hate taking pills. You'll love taking gummies, I'll tell you that. What do you suggest for restless leg? Talk to your doctor about Sexy Leg Renew. It's Diosmin 95. So like Maxine said, I can't swallow pills, so she's thrilled about the gummies. Good. Yeah, a lot of people drink apple cider vinegar to get those benefits for the gut. Not everyone likes to drink apple cider vinegar. Eating the gummy is great. Joint Renew gummy, absolutely. We need a Joint Renew gummy. Just ordered the Leg Renew and the Memory Renew. Awesome. All right, good. So you guys, I have achy knees and cannot take Advil anymore. Will this formula help? Well, it's certainly worth a try. This is Joint Ease. It's made with Chinese herbs. They're not sourced in China, but they're called Chinese herbs. Chinese skullcap extract, mulberry extract, Kutch tree extract. I don't know what this voodoo formula is here, but I'm telling you, it really takes the edge off my joints. I'm actually now on my way out to go play pickleball, so I've really enjoyed this hour with you. Thanks for letting me share and get vulnerable and remind you guys to get your exams. Go get your exams, get your supplements, and go get some exercise, and mostly try to think those good thoughts and find your gratitude every single day. I'm so impressed with how Suzanne, through that really unbelievably difficult battle that she went through, how she woke up every day and thanked God for her beautiful life. And she looked at all the things that she had, and she truly felt blessed. And I think trying to keep your head in that place and keep away the negative thoughts is one of the most important things that we can do. I love that woman. She's with me all the time. So thanks for joining us, you guys. Friday, Camellia and Violet are back, and they'll be doing a show for you with a free gift that you're going to be excited about. So we'll see you guys then. Take care.